Hello, and welcome to episode 377 of the Casual Try Hard podcast. I'm Brian,
And I'm James.
and somehow, some way, we are back to a new set coming out in 2 days.
Imagine that.
Don't know how this happened.
Oh, did we
So
get an
we're
answer if they're doing a streamer event?
They are not doing a streamer event.
Okay.
Um, Jim Davis was grumpy.
Yeah.
He's like 10 new brews is going to be on the 12th because there's no streamer event.
I'm sure
Okay.
Seth is grumpy too.
Yeah, have to play his jank decks into people that are actually kind of trying.
Right.
Um, so we are going to talk about The Hobbit.
We are. We got a bunch of cards that Brian wanted to talk about. We got a bunch of cards from Discord this time, so thank you for that. And a bunch of cards that I wanted to talk about. We're going to go through them today. Well, we're going to start to go through them today.
The people are hype for
Yeah.
The Hobbits.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. We had like 20 cards for Avengers, and we have almost 50 cards for the Hobbit, which is half the size.
Yeah. So if you have more cards that you want us to talk about for some reason, we somehow missed one, uh, let us know. Facebook, Discord, X, Blue Sky, email, all those things, all those links are in the description. Come in, say hey, and let us know what's up.
Absolutely. We love hearing from you guys. Like Brian said, hit us up with those links down below. If you want to support us, you can do so via our Patreon, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Patrons get access to my show notes, so you kind of get a sneak peek about what the episode's going to be about for the week. Patrons also get access to roughly another hour of content out of us every week in the form of our unshow. We're old, and we don't see each other that much anymore. And because we're old, our equipment likes to malfunction on us. So we spend about an hour before every episode catching up, making sure our mics are working, making sure the camera's working. We've been having some problems with Discord lately, so making sure Discord's working. And we record that and pipe it out there to the patrons. Unscripted, unedited, uneverything, hence the unshow. So if you want access to that, or if you want access to the show notes, or if you just want to support the show, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Head on over there, chip a couple bucks in. We would appreciate it.
Yeah. So we are pretty front loaded from what I have heard. We have a lot of white and blue cards.
Yep.
So we'll see how far we make it. Yeah, we have a lot of white cards.
Yeah,
Okay.
lots of white cards. I think we got 9 or 10 white cards.
All right. So first up, we have Belladonna Took, 1 and a white for a legendary creature, Halfling Citizen. It's a 2/2. Whenever a token enters, you may gain 1 life if this first time this ability has resolved this turn. If it's the second time it has resolved this turn, draw a card. If it's the third time, you're going to put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control.
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, so like Spectral Procession,
Yeah,
Lingering Souls.
absolutely.
I was trying to get some opinions and some thoughts, so I was watching Aspiring Spike as I was cooking dinner,
Mhm.
and he brought up that this might be like really good in the Ocelot Pride Voice of
Oh,
Victory deck.
yeah.
Like especially like Voice of Victory.
Yeah.
You like play voice, play this, attack, you're always gonna get the life and the card.
Right.
And if you have like a third token, and then with Voice of Victory, with like Ocelot Pride Modern,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you're gonna have ways to get to a bunch of tokens.
Absolutely.
But I do like the mobilized angle in like Standard and Pioneer.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this
Yeah,
card
so-
seems super powerful.
Yeah, because there are like Hop to It also makes 3 tokens.
Yep.
So like this into Hop to It, you get like a life, a card, and 3 2/2s.
I mean, you can go super jank and put this in a Heir Apparent deck.
It is by far the best rabbit. It is the best hair apparent.
Apparently.
Apparently the best hair apparent.
Yep.
Yeah, so like
Sorry to interrupt your thought there.
sure.
I'm a lot more comfortable with cards that don't affect the battlefield right away when they cost 2 mana than when they cost like 3 or 4 mana.
Mhm. I mean, this is like a 2/2. It's not like
Right.
it's like nothing.
Yeah.
I guess in modern Magic, a 2/2 for 2 does not affect the battlefield.
Right, but if
But
this was a 4 mana 4/4 with this ability, I don't think it'd be
oh
as
yeah,
good.
no, because you would have to get to that point and then have the stuff to play after it.
Yeah.
The fact that like we named a bunch of cards that kind of curve into this
Yep.
line, or that you wouldn't be upset going like, well, I'll play Voice of Victory, and then I'll like play a little off curve and play Belladonna Took on turn 3,
Yeah.
and then get my stuff rolling that way. Like that makes a much better. It's just a much better like. It's way easier to fit it in
Yeah.
and to have the gas to make it work on the back end.
Yep.
I mean, and like just goes crazy with Bitter Blossom
Yes.
or Bitter Bloom Bearer.
Mm-hmm.
We could free black white tokens from its years of purgatory.
Yep.
Yeah, but this card seems good.
Yeah, I like this card a lot. It's a good one. If it wasn't already on the list, I'd have put it there.
Yeah.
Anything else for Belladonna?
No, I don't think so.
All right, moving on. We have Bilbo's Gambit. We talked about this one. Was it during the unshow last week or during
I
the
think
actual
so,
show?
yeah.
This is yeah. This is 1 and a white for an instant, and it has Gift the Treasure. So if you don't remember how Gift works, you may promise an opponent a gift as you cast this spell. If you do, they create a treasure token before its other effects. It's an artifact with sacrifice this token, add a mana of any color. So if you gift the treasure, they will get the treasure as this resolves before you do the rest of it. If the spell fizzles for some reason, they don't get the treasure. But you have to declare that you're gifting as you cast it.
Mhm.
Okay. The actual spell is return target spell to its owner's hand. If the gift was promised, players can't cast spells this turn. So it's like a remand and a silence kind of in one.
Yeah. It's good for like have a cheap sorcery, get a bunch of mana. You get to do the thing, and then they can't recast it.
Right.
Right. It's not great against like a lightning bolt because then just cast it on your turn.
Yeah.
But like a chain lightning,
Yep.
then they can't cast it. It also in newer formats, it gives you the like reprieve, remand. I'm not actually counting. Maybe remand does counter, but reprieve doesn't.
Yeah.
Or it just knocks it off the stack. So like you're playing like white weenie,
Mm-hmm.
and your blue white control opponent puts a supreme verdict on the stack.
Put it back in your hand.
You just put it back in your hand, and like in that case, you probably wouldn't gift the treasure, right? Because they've spent all their mana.
Right.
It only matters for like cheap things.
Right.
But the fact that there's now like reprieve-ish in standard and pioneer is kind of crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Also notice this: players can't cast spells this turn.
Both players.
You are a player, so
Yeah.
you can cast spells. Because I thought, like, oh, then you could just combo off. Like, no, you can't
No,
just
you
combo
can't.
off.
The other thing that we talked about, I think it was during the unshow last week, was oh shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say now.
Oh, we're getting to that age.
Oh, so I had asked you how close this was to a time walk.
Pretty close. Like depending on when you do it, I think like in the situations where they have a lot of mana and you just like make it so it goes away and they'll get to spend the rest of their mana.
Yeah.
I think it is very good. It's very much a time walk. But like when they've like tapped out for their 4 drop and you just put it back in their hand, like, I don't think it's any different than like a reprieve would be in like the time walk category, where it still feels like you're time walking them.
Well, sure, but I guess my I was more speaking in the context of like standard Pioneer,
Hmm.
where like we don't normally get that effect, especially not in white. Um,
No.
and like I think it's not as close to a time walk later on in the game, where there's still mana sinks on board, attacks to make, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But early in the game, like if you tag their 3 drop with this thing, and then like they don't have a board presence, and basically all they did was draw a card and play a land. Like this is pretty close to a time walk early in the game.
Yeah. And again, you only need to gift the treasure when it's advantageous to you to do it.
Right.
Right? Like if they've already spent all their mana, just like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
No point in
Like,
gifting the treasure.
no point in doing it. Yeah, but it is a very weird thing that we have, that white now has like two mana kind of counter spells.
Yeah.
And like they're both like very tempo oriented.
Yeah.
This very much leans into like the white, like, well, I'm gonna try to get you dead this turn, because if not, I know I die next turn.
Right.
I mean, you compare like combine this with like Athalia,
Oh yeah,
right?
that's
Like
gross.
you're like your your wrath now costs 5. I got to build my board out.
Hmm.
Now you spend the 5 mana, I put it back in your hand, and like you don't beat mono white on turn 6 most times, right?
Right.
And they're like 1, 2, like whatever, stupid 1 drop, Thalia, Adeline.
Hmm.
You don't make it to turn 6.
No, you are on a clock.
You're lucky to make it to turn 5.
Yeah.
And so this just seems like that just gives that deck just that little bit more
Hmm.
to get over the edge.
Yep.
I wonder like if there's like a green white collected company deck, which I know not a creature, so not great in company, but just plays Haven Interceptor, and there's a Bant one too that like plays Ang.
Hmm.
And like, just one more like annoying like pseudo counter spell.
Right.
Or like this, I think this is good. Imagine you like Ang something,
Hmm.
or you intercept it. So now they can pay 2 mana next turn for it.
Yeah.
And that's where gifting the treasure is good.
Hmm.
Right? Because they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna cast my Wrath of God for like 2 colorless. And you're like, okay, counter it, give you the treasure. You can't use your other 3 mana.
Right.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna
Like,
get another
so
attack in.
yeah, that should kill you, kind of deal.
Yep.
So it, it seems like it seems very powerful.
It does seem very powerful. I'd be surprised if this didn't see play.
Yeah, like Reprieve was kind of printed in like, whatever, Modern Horizons 2.5 or whatever of Lord of the Rings. And like now this is just like a standard card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next up, I'll take this one.
Okay.
This is The Eagles Are Coming. 1 and a white for an instant. It has kicker 2 white white. We all know how kicker works. I'm not going to read it. Choose target creature you own. If this spell was kicked, instead choose any number of target creatures you own. Return each chosen creature to your hand at the beginning of the next upkeep. Create a 4/4 white bird soldier creature token for flying for each creature returned to your hand this way. So this was one out of Discord, and it had a note attached to it. Now, for most of the ones out of Discord, I'm not going to mention the notes or whatever. We'll just talk about them as normal. But this one I remembered, so I wanted to call it out. Specifically in the context of, is this Teferi's protection? Was the question that was asked.
No. Right, like Teferi's protection protects everything. Right, like your opponent's
Yeah.
Armageddon, and you're just like, okay, I get to keep my lands.
It also protects you, and this
Yeah.
doesn't.
This is more like, so I want to make sure I'm reading this right. If you just bounce one creature,
Yep.
you still get a 4/4?
You get 1/4/4.
Okay. So this is, remember there was that card in like M20? It was like one of the white, like exile a creature. Its controller makes a 4/4.
Yeah.
And like I think, kind of goofed around with like, could that be a deck?
Hmm.
Like that card was fine. I mean, turning all of your stuff into 4/4s is kind of bonkers.
Well, I mean, it's also 6 mana to turn all of your things into 4/4s, and realistically, like, how many 4/4s are you gonna make?
Like for 6 mana, like maybe three.
And if you're bouncing 3 creatures to your hand, are you already in control of that game?
It depends, but you're probably doing all right.
Yeah. Like,
Like as a like protect your stuff from a wrath, fine.
well, I don't know that you want to spend six. Like, you're not gonna. If you're protecting yourself from a wrath, do you have 6 mana up?
That was what I was gonna say. It was like, but it's too expensive, right? Because
Yeah.
like the wraths are 4 and 5.
Well, like the decks that are prone to overextending into a wrath are typically low to the ground aggro decks. White weenie, mono red, whatever. Like, you're not, that deck isn't ever trying to get to 6 mana. Like, you want to,
No.
you have all of your lands when you have 3 or 4. You never want 6. And in decks that want to get to 6 mana, your creatures are probably more impactful, so you probably don't want to pick them up.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
like, you would already have control of that game if you had 3 creatures that you were going to pick up.
yeah, I was gonna say like, is there kind of like with like Airbend, right? Is this more like I have a bunch of like talent citizens or spirit like inner draw card, inner bounce a thing
Yeah.
where like you're like rebuying the ETB. I'm not saying that it's good, but instead of like a mid-rangey thing, you're like, I'm gonna play 2 mana draw card. Then I'm gonna like bounce your thing. Then I'm gonna like bounce another thing, and now I'm going to
Like,
link a bunch of stuff out.
what traditionally makes those decks good, though, is that you get the effect and then you can trade the creature off.
Mhm.
So by the time you're at 6 mana, you don't have an Elvish Visionary on board because you've either thrown it under the bus or traded it off for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right. It's like I'm trying to figure out what the use case is,
Yeah.
but also like I've played like a grand total of like 3 Commander games in my life,
Yeah.
and
Well,
so
yeah.
like
I'm not considering this as Commander because I
yeah,
don't
but
play
like
Commander.
yeah, but maybe like you get bigger boards than Commander,
Yeah.
and there's more drafts, and like this could be good, but in 60 card formats, like it might be like now you have 8 of the like make a 4/4 well a 4/4 flyer
Yeah.
effects. You do like janky like 1 mana thing into you know play the 2 mana thing. Also, the fact that these wait till the next end step,
Next upkeep.
next upkeep. I'm sorry, you have to do it on your turn. They would attack with the
Right.
creature. Like you can't like on your end step turn this into a 4/4,
Yeah.
like or on your opponent's end step, and then you just get a 4/4 that doesn't attack.
Right. And like, in the context of, is this Teferi's protection? I would argue that heroic intervention is a lot closer to Teferi's protection than this
Mhm.
is.
Yeah, almost or even like root bound defenses.
Yeah.
Like that's probably closer to Fairy's protection.
Yeah.
So the fact this is 6 mana, the fact that like you're probably gonna get wraths before like you get to 6 mana.
Hmm.
Just not doing the thing.
So what about, instead of viewing this through the lens of is it Teferi's protection, what if you forget about the kicker? And what if this is 2 mana dive down or whatever, where you're
Yeah,
protecting
I mean,
a creature and you're getting a 4/4 for your troubles?
at at that point though, like then it's almost like you want something that like has a good ETB since you recast it,
Yeah.
as opposed to wanting something that has right, I suppose like usually when you try to protect something, it's like, oh, I want to protect this like X-proof creature or thing I put pants on.
Yeah.
Like all your pants fall off
Right.
and they get sent to Goodwill and you don't get them back. Right. So like in terms of like it feels like it has to be a deck where you're like either trying to like make a 2 mana 4/4, like trade a cheap creature for a 2 mana 4/4,
Yeah.
and then cross your fingers and hope that's good enough. Or you do get to like buy it back. You like get to cast the thing again. Or yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. I think it would have to be like a, I don't know, like a chupacabra or like a fleshbag marauder type effect,
Mm.
where like you're getting your value and it's something that you want access to later on also. Like I don't even know if like an elvish visionary or whatever is powerful enough here, or like a reflector mage. I don't even know if a reflector mage is powerful enough to waste a card on. You know what I mean? Because you're still, like, by casting this, you're still going down a card. You're getting a 4/4 for your troubles, but you're going down a card.
Yeah, you are aren't you though? You're losing the mana from the thing that you cast before on some level, right? But like if you have like this in your hand, if it's your last card and you cast it and you pick up a creature, right? If the 4/4 is like equivalent to that creature on the board, now that creature's in your hand, you still have one card in hand.
Right, but like I'm thinking of, wasn't there like a blue card that did this and gave you like a 4/4 Sphinx? It was like one in a blue, instant, exile a thing, make a 4/4.
Yeah,
I
there
think
was
it
a
was a
white one too.
Sphinx. Like the reason those cards aren't good though is because like you're losing in the exchange.
Hmm.
I guess you still get the card back in your hand.
The other ones, like the creature went away.
Yeah.
Or you were trading the you were like going creature on board, turn into a 4/4. So it was taking 2 cards to make a 4/4.
Yeah.
This, you're making the 4/4 for a card,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah, I guess you
so
still get the card. That makes it tough. I don't know. I think like the tempo loss, I think it's too much.
it probably is. Like the janky, like, I'm gonna play a, um, like, I'm gonna play a 1 drop and then turn it into a 4/4.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that could be the janky home of like, there's 8 or maybe 12 of these effects because I forgot about
Yeah.
blue one. And then like, okay, well, I'm gonna hope this is good enough where I'm gonna do this and then hope to ride this 4/4 to victory.
Yeah. All right. Moving on from Eagles Are Coming, unless you got something else.
I got nothing else on the Eagles here.
All right.
Okay, we got Gleaming Splendor, 1 of the white for an enchantment. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you create a treasure. And then 2 and a white, two target players each draw a card. So one, uh, I heard it referred to as Smothering Tithe, or like very Smothering Tithe,
Yeah.
light.
Smothering Tithe Light. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as Smothering Tithe, but
So I was trying to figure out. So I just had to look up Training Grounds, but Training Grounds is only for creatures. But like Zerta,
mhm.
where you're reducing the cost by two, right? So now it's like white, two opponents in commander, two opponents draw a card.
Or you and an opponent.
Yeah. But like you could go like
Oh,
white,
make two treasures. I see.
then you do it again, you make two treasures,
Yeah.
right? And then you like target your other opponent and you do it twice.
Yeah.
You do treasures.
Oh.
Like you could like if you get it down to one mana, you can like you can't like turbo them through because but like with a Smothering Tithe, you could just win the game. Right?
Yeah.
Zerda Smothering Tithe in this, and then you just win.
Yeah.
And you like this being cheaper. I think it had to be three because I think if you like had it and Smothering Tithe, like you would make two treasures
Yeah.
every activation with Smothering Tithe, and then you would just win.
Um, does this have a home in Enchantress?
How so? Like you
Sarah
have a two.
Sanctum makes an awful lot of white mana.
Oh yeah, I guess you could just draw like you can make your opponent draw, but if like their cards don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is Sanctum. Hmm. I don't know. There's like a ton of like white cards that like whatever, Secret Rendezvous. Like, hey, you and someone else draw three,
Yeah.
and then you just get like a treasure off of it as well. And yeah, if you have a ton of white mana, I guess you could just like draw someone out of the game.
Yeah, I mean you have to in a like a normal constructed format, you got to worry about drawing yourself out of the game as well, especially in Enchantress where you're drawing a million cards anyway.
Fair.
All you got to do is discard Emrakul though.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to. If people weren't paying attention, this is one that like is probably not as good as Smothering Tithe, but could be a card that if you open on a pre-release, either like, oh, this is expensive, I should sell it, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna write this out for 6 months and see like what it
What
does.
happens?
Yeah.
All right, next up we have Keely the Resourceful. One and a white for a 1/2 dwarf scout. It has storied. We went over that last week or the week before. If you control three or more artifacts, legendaries, or sagas, the same card types as Historic cares about, then you have an enduring story for the rest of the game. And Keely has, as long as you have an enduring story, you may pay 0 rather than pay the equip cost of the first equip ability you activate each turn. Whenever another dwarf or equipment you control enters, draw a card. This ability only triggers once per turn.
So it is a decent amount of Gear Steel Paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we have like um talked about the fact that they just keep printing cards that are like equip costs do not matter.
Right.
So like in Hammer Time and Modern, here's this like whatever Pure Steel Paladin 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Now in Pioneer, you have Raban, Bull of Alamigo. Um, the guy that when he attacks, attach it to one equipment to target attacking creature.
Yep.
Now you have this. There's a bunch of things that are just like just get equipment out and we will figure out a way to put them on things for you for free.
Yeah, if you're like with Keely in particular, it's pretty trivial to turn on the enduring story. Like he's a legend.
Oh yeah.
And presumably you're gonna have an equipment. So you need like
Colossal
one more
Hammer.
thing.
A Colossal Hammer is an artifact.
Right.
And then like but if you're like, imagine you're playing Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, Cloud, go get my hammer.
Yep.
And then turn 3, Keely, hammer, put hammer on Cloud, smash.
Yep.
Raban, is a legend.
Yep.
So if you have an equipment, you're gonna be able to put um the hammer on whatever.
Yep.
So yeah, like there's we talked about before that like there just needs to be like they've painted themselves into a corner where they can never print another colossal hammer like card
Right.
because then it makes all of these hammer decks too good.
Oh yeah.
Much like they can never print big vehicles
Mm-hmm.
because it makes Greasefang too good,
Right.
right? So like every time they print a vehicle, it's be like, oh, is this gonna break Greasefang? Right? Like, and that's not even something they have to like test. They can just be like, oh, big equipment, they will do big equipment thing.
Right.
Um, or big vehicle, they'll do a big vehicle thing. So like we're now limited on like the good equipment.
Yeah.
You're no longer limited on
The way to put it on.
way to put it on because there's so many ways now. In modern, you've got Keeley and Pure Steel, you got Raban and Keeley in Pioneer.
Yep.
So like it's just now, is there the is there another good equipment?
Right.
Right? How high of a mana cost can you put on the equipment that you still want it?
Yep.
Kind of deal. Yeah, but it is good.
Yep. Also, drawing a card is really good.
Oh yeah, because it just kind of keeps you going through things.
Yeah. And honestly, like between Keeley and SRAM, like maybe the deck is just cheap equipments.
Oh, oh, yeah, you could like Saram gets it on the way down, and then Keeley gets it when you put it on.
Yeah.
Bone saw, Keeley, equip, draw a card.
Yeah. Well, Keeley cares about the way down also. That's not when it
It
equips,
does?
it's when it enters.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But it cares about dwarfs too. So you could like Keeley, SRAM, draw a
Saram is
card, Hammer, draw a card.
yeah, well, yeah, that is just nonsense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Keeley, keep an eye
Okay.
on it. Definitely has some potential. Next up, we have oh, this is one that I put on here. Mountain King's Return. This is 2 and a white for a saga. The first chapter is Recruit. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, create a 1/1 human soldier token. Chapter 2 is Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And Chapter 3 is put a +1/+1 counter on one creature.
Um, it was bad. Was I was like, oh, I didn't put on the that saga that like reanimates things, and there it was. I
Gotcha.
was like, I hope that's what it is.
Yeah. We were just talking about Greasefang. Greasefang likes to put things in the graveyard, including Greasefangs. This
Yeah,
also puts things from your hand into the graveyard and then reanimates Greasefang.
it does. Um, Also another thing that this is good at is getting back Abhorrent Oculus.
Oh yeah, yeah it is.
Right? It puts the Oculus in the graveyard.
Yeah.
If it's discarding Oculus, it's a 3 mana 1/1 that puts your Oculus in the graveyard and then reanimates it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even like it's just like Faithful Mending,
Right.
where like you don't get a board presence. This at least gives you a chump blocker,
Right.
and then you get the big thing back.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like, I think this card is pretty solid. I mean, like really solid to be an uncommon,
Yes.
right? Like to just be like, oh hey, I'm an uncommon. It's like, oh, you're pretty good for that.
Yeah. It seems like that 3 mana slot is like a really good spot for utility reanimator decks. I know we talk about Greasefang a lot, and that's been a prominent deck for a while.
Yeah.
But also we had that pet deck for a while, the Herald Stormcaller.
Oh, I totally forgot about Storm Herald, but yes,
Yeah.
like that is also a card. Yeah.
Now this, I mean, it does the thing that you want it to, but it also doesn't, like it's not an aura that you can get back with it.
I mean, that deck also struggled uh sometimes just like get get the thing back.
Yeah.
Like having an extra way to do it.
Yeah.
God, I forgot all that. Like, I think I deleted that deck from Arena a while back because like it was just not doing that, just not doing it. But like, yeah, yeah, like yeah. So there are, you're right. There are a lot of 3 mana creatures
Mm-hmm.
that do something that like do something big when they come back when they like
Right.
enter the battlefield. That like takes some work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were playing like, as with all things Jund,
Right.
because you got
Call the Death Dweller.
the Death Dweller, and you got like Grizzly Salvage
Yeah.
to like fill the graveyard. Oh my gosh, if we not played that deck, said the Black Overlord. What am I doing? It gets this Storm Herald back. Jeez. Okay. Uh, what happened to all your wild cards? Shut up.
Let's not talk about all the wild cards that have been incinerated.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think this does a lot of like. There was a blue white Abhorrent Oculus deck,
Mm-hmm.
and this just does everything that deck wants.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about Oculus, but yeah, this is perfect for Oculus.
Like helping hand, like it does like the helping hand. It puts it in the graveyard. It does helping hands,
Yep.
and unlike helping hands, it lets your Oculus block.
Right.
Or helping hands, it was tapped.
Yep.
So yeah, there's a lot to like here.
Mm-hmm. Good cards
And
are
like
good.
it does not seem like it seems too powerful to be an uncommon. Like which is everything that it does.
Right.
I think like in terms of getting these, you get something on the cheap.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like totally screwing you.
Yep.
Here's this mythic that's supposed to be big and flashy, but it's just unbelievably powerful. It's going to be $80. All right. Next up, we have the Queen of Dale. It's a 1 and a white for a legendary creature, Human Noble. It's a 2/1, and whenever your opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, you recruit. Um, just like a solid creature, and there's a not like if they try to kill it, you get a loot.
Mm-hmm. And a 1/1 potentially.
One would potentially. If they are like one of the blue base spell decks, right? Blue red spell elementals kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're gonna be casting spells, and you're gonna be able to um uh generate some value there.
Or dig for your silver bullet.
Exactly. Like it just seems like it does like just enough of everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard because it doesn't like unlike what's his name? Ledger Shredder?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like you can't trigger it.
Right.
Like you're dependent on your opponent to play non-creature spells. And like if you play against like what is it? Selesnya or Boroid, where the deck's like 36 creatures and like 4 erodes.
Right.
You're not going to get a whole bunch of value out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a 2 mana 2/1, which isn't good enough.
Right.
But like I think there are a lot of matchups that's just like gonna get you through your deck. Because that's something that like white struggles with, right?
Absolutely.
White struggles through their deck. Oh, I have 3 lands in my hand. I guess I lose.
Right.
Where like this, you can at least have a chance to be like, oh, they played like a planeswalker. Well, I get to get rid of one of these lands.
So
And like,
this
on.
also kind of fits in pretty well to the same deck that Bilbo's, or not Bilbo's Gambit. Yeah, Bilbo's Gambit would.
Yeah, like you're generating some value. You get to buy an extra turn.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. 2 more white cards. We have Settle the Wreckage, making a return.
Yeah.
For people that didn't play during original Ixalan, Settle the Wreckage is 2 white for an instant. Exile all attacking creatures target player controls. That player may search their library for that many basic land cards, put those cards onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So why is Settle the Wreckage on the list today?
This is a reminder that if you're on arena and your opponent has 4 mana up and they give you the GG, don't just swing out
Right.
because they 100% have settle.
Uh-huh.
Like wrath your board. Your pre-release, it's a rare, but if you're able to play around like this, by all means do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably less good than it was in Ixalan because we have Day of Judgment now as well.
Yeah.
And stuff, but still, like, it makes you like think about your attack into open mana more so. It's kind of like when there was Wandering Emperor,
Mm-hmm.
where like Wandering Emperor, but it's kind of reversed. Like Wandering Emperor kind of rewarded you for attacking with a lot,
Right.
where this is like, hey, I'm gonna like attack with creatures I'm willing to lose, or
Creatures that you'd rather were a land.
yeah. So just keep this in mind. Also, if you want to feel like a dinosaur, I like so like, oh yeah, there's Settle the Rescue. I mean, I said that card gave me like PTSD. I hated playing against it. Like back in, and they're like an original Ixalan.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my, am I turning to dust? Like my the Crypt Keeper? It was like 7 years ago
Yeah.
or something, but like they're like, oh, they made it sound like I was like, or I had to rub 2 sticks together to make fire before I could like see my cards.
Yeah.
It was just like oh
So
yeah, just love this.
I have 2 things to say about Settle. The
Okay.
first is you compared this to Day of Judgment, and I think this is better than Day of Judgment because the person who casts it gets to rebuild their board first. Well, actually, they don't even need to rebuild their board because you don't lose your board. But like your opponent has an entire like next turn until they can rebuild, whereas Day of Judgment they get to rebuild immediately.
Yeah, on their turn they can play 2 things.
Right.
Well, I mean, they kind of still could. Like imagine a situation where you both have 4 mana, they attack, you settle them, and then they like play 2 creatures.
Yeah.
But you didn't have to take the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a thing that this does that Day of Judgment doesn't do, and there's like the famous LSV pen trick or token trick, right? So was it the finals of the Pro Tour or was it like the semifinals?
I think it might have been the semifinals.
It was Jeremy Dezani, who deserves all bad things that happened to him.
Yep.
Attacked they're playing like the mono white weenie mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So like LSV's on white weenie, and his opponent attacks him, and he has a land. It was Adonto whatever. That you can pay 3 mana, tap it, and make a vampire token.
Yeah.
He reaches as his opponent's trying to figure out how to attack. LSV like reaches for and grabs the token.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, I'm going to spend 4 mana to make this token, and his opponent's like, okay, YOLO, and attacks him. And LSV like he grabbed the token, put it down, and then when his opponent attacked out, he settled him.
Yeah.
And so, you're not going to play Day of Judgment in your mono white, like,
We need that.
1 mana 0/3 that turns into a 3/3 deck.
Yeah.
You're playing it like you're playing Day of Judgment in a control deck. This gives green-white Selesnya or Boroid in Standard the juke of,
Yep.
oh, this game's a race. I'm going to race you knowing that I have this settle in my hand that when you go to kill me, I get to kill all your creatures and then win on the next turn.
And that segues perfectly into the second point that I was going to make.
Okay.
On the flip side, when you have Settle in your deck and you should have Settle in your deck. Settle isn't the kind of card that you just like snap off willy-nilly. You kind of need to wait for the key turn to do it.
Mhm.
Settle is way more impactful when your opponent is swinging out going for the win, or they're on turn 5 trying to force you into some bad blocks, than it is on turn 4 when you're just trying to race.
Mhm.
Right? Like the card is
Yeah,
way more impactful if you can craft a board state around it than when you just snap it off to try and get ahead.
yeah. Well, what I mean, like in the race situation, is like, oh, I attack, they attack, I attack, they attack and kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So somewhere in there, right, you can settle, and then then you're winning the race, right?
Right.
You're now winning because you took out three of their creatures.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's what I mean, though. Is like you might not want to just snap this off on turn 4. You might want to wait a
Oh,
turn
yeah.
or two until like the situation is perfect where this ends the game instead of buys
Yeah.
you a turn.
Also, like um because you are able to build out your board and then cast this,
Mm-hmm.
it does kind of on some level lie to disguise it.
Yeah.
That like, hey, you know, you say you hit your fifth land,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you have a settle in your hand. If you don't tap out, maybe they just think you have a land in your hand.
Right.
Or you like play the land, you have your five lands or whatever in the settle, you attack, you let them attack you with some of their creatures, and then you don't settle them,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now you've told them, I don't have settle.
Right.
Because clearly I would have used my mana, right? And then the next turn they're like, oh, just your one more card. What are the odds of them actually having settle now?
Right.
Right? Or you like play like a one drop, and it's like, oh, they probably still have that land,
Yeah.
and then they swing out for the win, and then you settle.
Yep.
So it's very much a like you can play mind games with it, but
Mm-hmm.
it does fit into different decks.
Yep.
It's like when it was originally in standard, it was the only four mana wrath that was back when we weren't allowed to have four mana wraths.
Yeah.
So it was like the four mana wrath that you could have.
Right.
And it just so worked out like was that wasn't there was some I don't remember what set it was. There was some like four mana draw two. Like scry two, draw two, or something.
Yeah.
Right? So like the control players would have four mana draw two cards or
Settle.
settle you. Right?
Put you in a
And
real
so
bad spot to figure out what you were supposed to do.
yeah, but that was kind of like what the
Yeah.
format was built around.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't like and you were also kind of stuck then because then they could like hit their five mana wrath.
Right.
Right? Um and so like I could see this kind of doing something similar with like this, and I just thought star charts,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, hey, I'm gonna like pay four, look at the top four, put two in my hand, or settle you.
Yeah.
But with Day of Judgment and there's some five mana wraths, like I don't, it might not make the cut.
Yeah.
But if there's like a more like I'm gonna play on instant speed, and I don't care if I give you a bunch of lands
Mm-hmm.
kind of deck, like this could see like reasonable play.
Yeah.
But like Settle's fallen out of favor in Pioneer.
Yeah.
They're few and far between. Every so often you get hit with one, and you're like,
Oh
"What?
yeah.
Happened?" Like, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah.
And then you're dead. Um, and like the lands are a drawback, but not really.
Right.
Right? When you're on turn four, five, six, right, you've already got as many lands as you want.
Right.
And while deck thinning is a thing, I'd much rather have my creatures than like four lands out of my deck.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Just keep this in mind. Don't get blown out at your pre-release.
Yep. We got one more white card here. This is
Okay.
Vow to Erebor. 1 and a white for an instant. Untap target creature you control. It gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it's a dwarf, you may attach an equipment you control to it.
Um, it's bad magnetic theft.
Yeah.
There's the white one from Zendikar Rising. There's like it's like white attach equipment to like a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is close, but I just don't think it's quite good enough. But again, like we just have a pile of equipped costs do not matter cards.
Right. I don't think we need another one. I would play my
Yeah.
first Keeley before my first Vow.
Oh, absolutely. But like this does let you do it in combat.
It does.
That is the only like upside.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I think dwarfs is a lot less of a downside than warriors is, because like that's kind of dwarfs thing is dwarves apostrophe whatever thing is that they care about equipment. Dwarves
Yes.
is.
For the dwarves is.
How do you give possession to multiple dwarf?
I just PhDs in chemistry, not in not in English.
Yeah.
I do not know. As I'm sitting here trying to spell dwarf and can't do it. So really not ask me how to like do some like sweet uh
Grammar.
grammars. Yeah, no. There we go. I was gonna see how many dwarves there are in Magic. 166 dwarves.
There's a lot more now than there used to be.
This is true. Um, so yeah, just again, just like another card that doesn't. It's like we don't care about. We don't need no stinking equipped costs.
Yeah.
All right, we are 51 minutes in. Do you want to start blue, knowing we won't get through blue?
No, I think we call it here and we pick up next week. A good place to
Hopefully,
end the show is, according to Gemini, plural possessive dwarf is dwarveses.
dwarves.
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna say hopefully we get through this set review before the next set comes out. We have until the end of September.
I
So
think we got some time to get there.
it is awkward that like this is a small set and it like might be this one of the sets we have the most time with.
Right.
Right, we're gonna have like maybe it's only 6 weeks. So weird. We used to have 3 months with a set
I know,
where
it's
like
crazy.
the limited environment would like there'd be like a thing that was good first, and then the limited environment would have time to change,
Yeah.
and then there were you kind of get to like what the best thing was,
Yep.
and then like towards the end, maybe like I want to do some goofy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The goofy stuff time has been cut off.
Right.
Same with like standard. Like how many standard decks ended up just being like mono blue Elder Deep Fiend nonsense?
Mm-hmm.
Like that was at the end of the format and like things were changing.
I
People
mean,
found
remember that pile of cards I took to that Team Trios tournament? It was like Frantic Visions.
oh yeah.
Like that deck, really?
But like those decks always showed up
Yeah.
when like the format's been defined,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's this like weird niche thing that like was good against like two of the three best decks,
Yeah.
and then the best decks didn't have a way to like combat them. They just didn't have a juke. It was like, oh, I can be good against random 3 mana gold enchantment,
Yeah.
but then I'm bad against
Everything
this.
else in the field.
Yeah, yeah, this 15% of the metagame that I like I'm gonna see all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like let this thing go, and it could be like 5%, but it would be good. But now we just don't have time for that.
It's a shame.
Right? Like you just like it's just like nope, can't breathe. More card.
Yep.
And I would like to smell the card roses. No, more
No
cards.
card for you.
More cards. It's like okay, more cards. Like me doing magic like 2 or 3 days on a weekend. I gotta stay married. Like we can't like keep this up.
Yeah.
I need to talk these guys into like a midnight pre-release so that I can just get it all out of the way in one day.
Just do it all at once.
Let's do it all at once. Then I can't get in trouble. But yeah, yeah. So we'll hopefully get through all these before we are talking about reality fracture. I was like, what's
Reality
the next step?
fracture. Yep.
We're in universe again, baby. I don't know how to act.
For at least another month or two.
Yeah. All right. So with that, I think we got a show.
We got a show.
So if you think we missed some white comment that like has you super hyped, please let us know. Or if you got particularly we kind of a little light on green cards.
Yeah, I filled out blue a little bit. Black and green, I think, are the two
Black
that
and
we're a
green,
little
maybe.
late on.
So, but yeah, if you have like suggestions for those, Facebook, Discord, Twitter, X, Blue Sky, email, all those links are in the description. Come in, check them out, say hey, let us know what we should be talking about.
Yep, we'd love to hear from you. If you want to support the show, you can do so via our Patreon, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. You'll get access to my show notes so you know what we're talking about. You get access to the Unshow, about another hour of content out of us every week. It's entertaining, we promise. And you support the show. Like I said, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Chip a couple bucks in, we would appreciate it.
Yeah. So with that, we'll catch you on the internet.
We will catch you on the internets.